For the 5th round of bags, we got to build a Santa Claus minifigure and the roof and attic of Town Hall. We got to build a Santa Claus minifigure, or as he's known in Halloween Town, Sandy Claus. It's a really cool little minifigure. I know we've done lots of Santa Clauses, but I've never seen one with this newer dress piece on. Usually I like the older triangular one. He's got a lollipop in the back of his belt, and then he's holding a candy cane. Those are always a fun little piece. And then I'm going to take off this headpiece and his beard so you can see his torso, because on his torso, he's got a whole bunch of candy corn stuck to the front of it. So I can only imagine this is like meant to be after he's been kidnapped by the Halloween trick-or-treaters. And then, of course, he does have his old man beard. I think we're pretty used to seeing that on our Santa Clauses. And then for his facial expressions, this is probably something you're not going to see on a lot of Santa Clauses. Scared, because of course he's being kidnapped. And then there's also the whole Merry Christmas, Jolly Saint Nick expression where he's a little more happy. And then of course we do get his Santa Claus hat. The roof is simple, easy to remove. You just lift up and take it off those studs on the top. The roof itself is a very simple build. Now, the roof itself is not attached at all. It's just these two pieces created independently, but they're the exact same. You're just putting the tiles on, the plates on, and the slopes on exactly the same, left, right. The only way you tell the top from the bottom is this 1x6 orange brick. And that orange brick just rests against this 1x1x4 panel piece. And you just basically put it so that that brick rests around the inside of that orange panel piece, and you slip it in like this, and you do it to both ends. And when you get in place, you kind of get that roof, but the problem is you got to kind of move it to make sure there's no gaps there. And again, when you move the model, this thing shakes a lot. So I'm a little disappointed that these roof pieces were not attached to the actual like attic or roof piece itself. And now the attic bottom is very simple. It's like these 2x, I believe, 6 base plates. 3 of them touch together to kind of make a solid surface. Then you put some slopes on the side to help with the roof. And then you use these slope pieces in front to just get that nice look of the front and back of the building. Most of the building itself is for all the items inside being stored in the attic. You got a couple presents here, both big and small, with plates, jumper plates, and those little flower pieces. You build another wreath here. We have one in the basement, now one in the attic, and it just sits on top of those 5-petal stud pieces, and so we just put those on top of the stud pieces like this. We've got a little stocking here. There's actually a skeleton skull with one of those flower pieces on top, so you get a Halloween and Christmas mix. And of course, almost every set needs a spider, so there's a spider going around. Here's the stocking build. You can kind of see as I throw it around, and I can't quite figure out what this is supposed to be. I'm not sure it was supposed to be like a small cottage, or perhaps like that Jack-in-the-Box that jumps out with a scary monster inside. So I haven't figured out what this is. If you know what this could be, let me know in the descriptions below. We are definitely seeing more of those Christmas colors with these extra pieces. Now we have, the slope piece and the little extended half circle that's more for the building, but then we get the white and green 1x1 bricks. I love getting these flower pieces. We've got them in orange, now we've got them in red and green. There's those 5-petal round stud petal pieces, so we have that in green and red, which I'm liking. And then of course I love getting this 1x1 round plate with the 1L bar in red. Just a great color for this piece, which is really helpful and useful in my micro builds. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe or check out some of our other videos. Until next time, let's keep building together.